Okay, we're going to take a quick look at the 251 from Redcar on Monday. It's race 3 on the card. It's a 6 furlong class 6 4-year-old nut 0 to 55 for a 3.4k tag to the winner. We've got one here at good double figure odds that we're pretty keen on. We think it's got under the guard of the handicapper, and that is, I'll just go down to it, number 8, Danah Star, currently $15. Well bred by far, out of the Dark Angel mare Blue Ruby. Comes into this, I'll just pull up its form, comes into this as a maiden after 14 career starts. It's only faced a starter 3 times on the turf for 1 second. So it obviously acts better on the turf, but did its initial racing over in France, where it was second at Angers, beaten a neck over 5 furlong on firm ground. But the run that we're interested in is this run when it first came across to England, 5th of 7 at Chepstow in a class 5 for a 5k tag over 6 furlong on soft ground. It's on soft ground again today. It was only beaten 3.5 lengths that day. If we have a look at the form coming out of that race, Hiramichi finished 4th, 2.5 lengths in front of it, and Connie's Rose was in 3rd. Danah Star beaten 3.5. If we have a look at Connie's Rose out of that race behind Redcar on the 11th of September, won 2 in a row prior to that at Chepstow in Class 6 company not long before it. Good form. The 4th horse home, Hiramichi, who was only a length in front of it, on the 11th of September, 4th beaten 1, won the start after at Fosslas, and won the 2 starts prior at Chelmsford and Fosslas as well. Once again, good form references, winner either side of the race. And the horse that finished behind at Prophecy on the 11th of September, beaten 6 1/4, 2 3/4 behind Danah Star, was only beaten a length and a half to start prior at Wolverhampton, and a length and 3/4 at Fosslas 2 starts prior to that. So all that form stacks up to suggest that the effort of Danah Star having its first start in England on the 11th of September was pretty good when it was only beaten 3.5. Now, interestingly, it was off a mark of 65 that day. Today, it drops all the way down to a mark of 46. So it's £19 better off in the ratings. In well weighted, very well weighted here. Now, from a breeding perspective, it's by far out of the Dark Angel mare Blue Ruby. Far is a son of Pivotal, very good son of Pivotal, who was top class over 7 furlong. And if we go and have a look at Blue Ruby, she was unraced herself, but she's out of the Danzig mare Polish Romance. Now, Polish Romance has got Irresistible by Cato Genero. Now, it's important when we look at Irresistible now. Irresistible acted well on wet ground, the half relation to the dam of it. And then if we have a look at the progeny that Irresistible's produced, she's produced 3 high-class stakes horses by Pivotal, who's a sire of Far, who's a sire of Danah Star. So we know that the Pivotal line nicks well to this Distaff line, or this female family, in the form of Infallible, Watchable and Remarkable, who were rated 116, 115 and 112 at their best over a mile, 6.5 furlong and 7 furlongs. So from a breeding perspective, this one being by far out of the Dark Angel mare Blue Ruby, we know that the Pivotal line nicks well to this Distaff line, and that's what they've tried to reproduce by sending Blue Ruby to Far here. Having its second start for the new season, drops from 7 furlong on the all-weather at Newcastle back to a sharper 6 furlong here, gets in £19 better off at the weights. John Wainwright trains, having a second start for the new trainer. Currently on Betfair, we can get a price of 12.0. So all in all, it shapes as being well placed here, Danah Star. 15.0 with bookies at the moment. Back at each way with a mild degree of confidence for a result across the race. Looks like it's got in under the handicapper's guard. Second up for the new season. Not second up for the new season, 4th up for the new season, but off a 6-week let up after that run on the 9th of March. Switches back to the turf, acts better on the turf. could be winning here at very good odds in a very weak race for the tag on offer. That is the 251 from Redcar, the third on the card today. Thanks.